Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Today we're starting off and heading to Willendorf.
The Spectre of Ariel led me to Willendorf. If I was to defeat the next member of the Circle, I needed to understand his machinations. With this vague advice in mind, I set forth on the road to Willendorf.
So the next member of the Circle we'll be heading after is Mobius. Good old Mobius the Time Strimmer. But first we have a lot of ground to cover. In fact, we've got to head to Willendorf, go through a whole long battle, and then there's all sorts of crazy weirdness to come, so might as well get started. So our first goal in this area is to head off to get ourselves a new magic spell. Of course, that also means we have to fight a whole bunch of obnoxious enemies like the Scarecrow guy again. On the plus side, we do just hit him in the face with a fire sword and he's done. But there is going to be a lot of travel. And unfortunately also a lot of cliff navigation. A lot of werewolf jumping. I'm going to do my best to kind of just skip by some of these. They're really not necessary. Pretty much like all enemies, I guess. So we're just going to try to not get hit and run by. Now down there you can actually see a section with a whole bunch of Hearts of Darkness. We can't actually go through there yet because we're not strong enough. There is another blood fountain of strength coming up. So you'll actually have to backtrack if you decide to go get those. I'm probably not going to do so just because it wastes time. And I waste enough time as it is, damn it. Try to fill up on some blood here. Oh, you little bastard. Stop it! There. Good. One cool thing about the Wraith armor is I do like that it gives you this light on the ground. So even if the lights do go out, from now on you'll kind of still at least be able to see Kain. Which is pretty cool. Nope, nothing on that sign.
Strange, isn't it, Kain? That one cannot quite accept that which sustains him. You in your death, and me in mine. But death cannot reign in a world without life, and soon you will find the quest ahead of you is yours, and yours alone. I can assist you no longer.
It's not really like he's actually been assisting us that much. Anyways, this is another one of the... well, I guess it's actually the first of the Paladins of Willendorf. They're actually really effing strong. The Iron Sword just almost does no damage to him. Fire Sword will kill him pretty well.
Willendorf, proud defender of the realm with its warrior elite and mighty ruler, King Otmar. The Lion Throne had once held my allegiance, but Willendorf's days of glory had passed. It was the last bastion against an unruly future.
Fortunately, Kain's point is actually pretty accurate there. Willendorf is decaying slowly over time, and you'll see a little bit more of it here in the future. Another one of these guys will just say goodnight and move on. Now here we have the next Cave of Wonder. It was a terrible Aladdin reference, and I didn't actually even mean to do it. Anyway, this is the Spirit Rack Cave. So the Spirit Rack Cave is going to give us a pretty sweet ability. It's very much like mind control, which is something you'll end up having to use to even get through this dungeon. There we go. Anyway, you might control guard, flip switches, things open. It's like magic. Another spike puzzle that I really don't care about. So we'll just do this. Especially since they give you that orb and return your magic anyways. Bunch of zombies coming out of the floor. Always fun. And I think we'll switch over to the fire sword here in a second. This isn't working all that well. There we go. More zombies. Yeah, that was a lot simpler. Should have done that in the first place. Oh well, live and learn. So they sort of try to trick you here when you have to get Spirit Rack. It's not that difficult.
With this spell I can tear a creature's soul from its body, leaving its vacant flesh mine to control.
So the good thing about Spirit Rack is that now we can control literally any enemy in the game, except for bosses. Plus we can do stuff like this. Look how much ass this zombie kicks. Just kind of line them up and BAM! Down they go. Plus it's fun to finally get to do that to someone. Anyway, we grab that switch, of course. Since we can't hit him from up here, we can just bring him down here. Get him out of the way, and then grab the skeleton up there, who opens up the bridge to the next area. Like so. Good times. And some skeleton douchebags with shields. Don't really care about them. Scores in this section, we have to continually keep using the Spirit Rack. Mostly open switches, things like that. Unfortunately, one of the side effects of these guys here is that some of them can come back to life. Now this guy's a green guy, he won't come back to life once we get rid of him, as you can see. However, those red guys do come back to life. So you gotta be a little bit careful of your placement when you take control of a red guy. And of course another trap room. These guys sure do like their zombie traps. We'll take care of this guy, and then we'll grab those energy banks. Just in case. And of course, each of these guys over here... Actually, not that guy. Wasn't paying attention. This guy at the top. He'll unlock the next area. One thing I'm not too big of a fan of in this dungeon is there's a lot of spots where they put these orbs around where the only way to really get them is to end up using your Spirit Rack, but you can't actually get any orb bonus from using Spirit Rack, so I'm not really sure what the developers are trying to do there. Maybe they didn't think about it. By the way, you can use Spirit Rack to instant kill things like I just did there. I grabbed that lightning demon and then just hopped out of his body and he's dead. I suppose theoretically I could have used him to walk around and shoot lightning bolts at people, but whatever. Many uses, one tool. Alright, we've spent enough time in here. Let's get out of here. Thankfully, that's it for the Spirit Rack Shrine. And we can kind of soften this guy up with energy bolts, I guess. Not really too much trouble anyways. And after all that Spirit Racking, I'm a little low on health, so I'm just going to cut the film there. You didn't miss anything. All I did was run around and hit people with my sword, getting health back. So here we go. Further down we have more magic shrines we'll be finding.
Mighty Willendorf had sliced open the belly of the earth, reaping a bounty of precious metals and unearthing ancient secrets. Of these secrets, I had heard of a tomb that contained an ancient forefather of King Otmar himself. Within the tomb, a fountain of blood would allow me to cast the most noble of illusions and gain entry to the city of the mighty lion.
Not entirely sure how he heard about that fountain of blood in the tomb, but it's true.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us. Your strength has increased, for our blood enhances.